Let us start the practical section in information gathering and reconnaissance. In this video, we are going to gather information using Maltego. Maltego is an open-source intelligence and forensics application. It gathers information about a target and represents this information in an easily understandable format. Remember, we had gathered information using ping in the computer networking section. But the information gathered might not be sufficient to reveal potential vulnerabilities of the target. There could be more information available that could help in finding loopholes in the target. This library demonstrates all other information you can extract from the target. So what will you learn in this lecture? You will identify the server-side technology, identify the domain and domain name schema, identify the service-oriented architecture, that is the SO information, identify the mail exchanger and the name server, identify the IP address and geographical location, identify entities and find out email address and phone numbers. Now, open the virtual box and start the Kali machine. In our case, we have already started the Kali machine. Remember one thing, the username and password for Kali Linux, it is the latest update of Kali Linux of 2020. The username is Kali and the password is also Kali. Now, let us launch Maltego from the applications. Just search Maltego and you will get the application. Maltego is a footprinting tool used to gather maximum information for the purpose of ethical hacking, forensic, and pen testing. It provides a library of transforms for discovery of data from open sources and visualizing that information in a graphical format, suitable for link analysis and data mining. We will use the community version of Maltego. You need to register yourself on the website. Now, you can see on your screen you need to register yourself. When you are using Maltego for the first time, you need to click on register here. It will redirect you to the Maltego's official website. Just fill your name, email ID, password and fill the CAPTCHA and you are set and done. You just need to complete some formalities and then you are all set to use Maltego. The Maltego graphical user interface appears as shown on the screen. Click on the new file icon located at the top left of the GUI. The new graph window 1 appears along with a palette in the left pane. It contains a list of default built-in transforms. Expand the infrastructure node under the entity palette. Expand node and observe a list of entities such as AS, DNS name, domain, website, etc. Scroll down and drag the website entity onto new graph section. The entity appears on the graph with www.patreva.com. Double-click patreva.com and rename the domain name to www.certifiedhacker.com. This is the default website provided by EC Council with the Certified Ethical Hacker course. Right-click the entity and select All Transforms. The Run Transforms list appears. Click to Server Technologies using Built With. Maltego starts running the transform to server technologies using built with entity. Observe the status in the progress bar. Once Maltego completes the transforming server-side technologies, it displays the technologies implemented on the server side that host the website. You can see on the screen jQuery, jQuery UI, ASP.NET, IISet, the New York Internet Company, are all the built-in server-side technologies. After obtaining the built-in technologies of the server, attackers might search for vulnerabilities related to any of them and simulate exploitation techniques to hack them. To start a new transform, select all the entities by pressing Ctrl A and press Delete. Now, again, right-click the entity, select All Transforms to Domain DNS. The domain corresponding to the website displays as shown on the screen. Right-click the entity of not www, right-click the entity only of domain certifiedhacker.com. Select All Transforms to DNS name using name schema dictionary. Observe the status in progress bar. This transform will attempt to test various name schemas against a domain and try to identify a specific name schema for the domain as shown on the screen. After identifying the name schema, attackers attempt to simulate various exploitation techniques to gain sensitive information related to the resultant name schemas. For example, an attacker may implement a brute force or dictionary attack to log in into ftp.certifiedhacker.com and gain confidential information. Select only the name schemas by dragging and delete them. Now, again right-click the entity and select All Transforms to DNS name SOA, that is the start of authority. The start of authority returns the primary name server and the email of the domain administrator as shown on the screen. By extracting the SOA-related information, attackers attempt to find vulnerabilities in their services and architectures and therefore exploit them. You can observe the screen and then select both the name server and email by dragging and delete them.